Echo can do. However, as we saw in our previous matchup of RRQ Akira up against the Valley, that Claude can make all the difference, including that Benedetta with a Petrify. So let's jump right into it. Land of Dawn awaits us here as one of these teams are going to be walking away feeling real good about themselves. Is it going to be from the Philippines or Indonesia? Take your votes and your guess coins out now.
Let's go. Coming into this first game here between two of the giants of their particular regions, we see that Benny Cutie is actually going to start off with helping out Carl Teasy in that buff, and therefore he is going to be able to rotate quite faster than Albert.
Whoa. What's going on the top side here? We see the Kufra actually looking for it, and he hits it.
Yeah, he's going to find Skylar here, but BMI's out. Should be fine. Vin now there to help him too. So, and this is the thing, right? Where do you park these roamers, JP and Vin, to get the most of value out of it, right? Because at the same time, XP lane, that Benedetta Yuzhong matchup, that's going to be more so interesting how they develop into these objectives, right? Especially the first turtle and where that first kill can be. And it could be up here. And that's the focus, but it's Lemon though. Sanji forcing the flicker out. He flickers in. Sanji with the first blood.
I mean, you could see even from the beginning of the game that Sanji was really pressuring Lemon there in the mid side. Lemon is known to play really aggressively, and this time around, it actually put his team in a disadvantage.
Yeah, this is great for Sanji as well. I mean, he's already got the mystery shop, so he's going to be accelerating even faster. Luckily, at the very least, Lemon only loses a bit, but now the catch comes through.
Oh, that's going to be tough, but they do get the flicker out from Vin, so that's a nice pickup, right? Because he doesn't have the Divine Judgment just yet, but still, with that being down, this should make it a little bit easier to grab, or at least contest that first turtle.
Right now, Albert already going into that bottom side, looking for the pressure because the turtle is going to spawn in under 5 seconds, and that's exactly where they want to be. They want to set up first, and even in the top lane, it seems like Skylar might be having a little bit of a hard time with the early game damage that Carry has.
Yeah, I mean, it's all about like the timings, right? Level 2 is when Carry starts to get really, really good, but now they've already locked down Albert. Let's see how it goes.
Okay, they're going to force this one. Turtle still going to be focused. One retribution comes out, but it's focused by Carl Teasy, able to secure it. And now they're still going to be focusing on the target as Albert falls here. So it's a turtle and a kill for Echo.
100% worth it for Echo there. I think RRQ Hoshi, they went a little bit too aggressive. They did set up first, but unfortunately, at least they couldn't have gotten a trade because Albert missed his retribution.
Yeah, but it's one of the... Hey, it happens. It happens. But for now, Echo is going to be in the lead, and they're going to take their time with this. This is going to be a very slow roll considering the composition overall.
1,000 gold though.
Relax. Relax. The table didn't do anything to you, Eterna. Don't abuse the table. The table didn't do it.
I'm sorry. I'm getting very passionate about this game. But yes, Echo is leading with 1,000. You can already see that Benny QT has secured that corrosive scythe. So all these items are starting to come into play, and that might be bad for Skylar here in the top lane.
Honestly, it's quite interesting that JP is hovering around the top side so much.
I mean... that's the best case scenario for them. You really want to just park there. If you can find a pickoff, this is something that we were talking about previously in the backstages. Where does Kufra fit in now? It's high risk, high reward, and that's going to be the right target as they find Vin, forcing the flicker out. No one's going to go down just yet, though. Carl TZ now looking to back everybody out. There's probably not going to be anything committed just yet, but still, JP going to charge up. Do they go in on this top side? But for now, disengage.
Yeah, they have to. 25 more seconds until the turtle comes back up. I mean, the proxy of the waves started by R7. They don't want that to go to waste, but he's not going to get caught here, right? No, definitely. He's R7. He's got a brand to keep.
Hopefully. Hopefully. Still sweating here. 1,400 gold lead. 8 seconds left on the clock. But you can see Fredrin already. Seems like Echo, Fredrin, they all have that better space on, and they have the better setup for now. Either RRQ Hoshi, they're not going to contest this. They're going to look for something else. Or they have to find the proper setup here.
Yeah, they're going to have to rely on Vin, but the Black Dragon form does come out to Sanford. Albert looking to try to get the turtle. He does. What a retribution as he's able to secure it. And now Sanford caught in the back line. Carl Teasy, though, to help him out. It's R7 on the hunt here. Gets the Petrify off. Can he get the kill? He's bobbing, he's weaving. He's slashing. Still, though, it's Carl Teasy that falls. And that's going to be actually, R7 survives it.
Oh, wait, no. Okay, he does.
He does.
He gets away with 1 HP.
Oh my
Grandma.
goodness. I was about to throw up there. Literally about to throw up, and I could definitely see it in Eternal's face. If that Appraisal's Wrath went through...
Yeah, it was close, man.
Very different story. However, I will say that RRQ, their win conditions in a 4v4 comes down to whether or not Vin is able to find that pick. Oh, no. Hold up.
JP. Again, Skylar, will he be? Actually doesn't even need to use the BMI, but now Sanji up here too. Vin gonna have to back off, does not have the Divine Judgment. Lemon, though, gonna take the real world manipulation back and now forces them to disengage. It's a cat and mouse game here in the top side.
Does not end. It really does not end. Both sides not trying to not give each other that space, and I think RRQ need to unlock Skylar from this gold lane. These are strong 5v5, but 4v4, it's really, really awkward when you don't have that damage and you're depending on R7 and Lemon, who are, especially with the heroes that they're using, aren't known to 100-0 people this early on in the game.
You gotta say though, like Skylar, as much as focus has been put on him from Echo, he's doing a great job. He hasn't died, right? And he does have that Purify able to help him out here, but still, so far, with as much attention as being put up there, this is best case scenario for Skylar. He's still able to farm up, do at least decently well in that lane, and then hopefully transitions later on. Again, Vin really hasn't had the opportunity either to find the Divine Judgment he's looking for. So this could be it. Conceal Play gonna come out. Flicker comes in. They find Carl TZ. That's gonna be a kill under the turret. Looking for another, but JP gonna charge up and not commit. The turtle has spawned though. So now does RRQ look to take the turtle here with Carl TZ down?
Doesn't seem like they want to. They have a man advantage though, so it should favor them in particular. But look at Benny Cutie. He is so focused on those objectives. He's gonna get a tower in the top side. But oh my god, Albert!
They're gonna find Albert here. Quite a few combinations coming out. Albert gonna fall, but look at the damage from the Electo. Final blow! R7 gets Sanford. It's Skylar that grabs the kill. Benny Cutie on the backside. He's in misplace. Benny Cutie though with a play before he goes down. He's one hit away.
Wait.
Benny Cutie survives.
Oh, 2 for 2 for now, but that was beautifully done by Echo. Okay, they did have a lot of casualties, but they are going to be able to force and push RRQ off this next turtle and even perhaps take it for themselves.
The pressure is on. Did Benny QT just first item Wind of Nature to survive that with 1 HP? We're gonna have to check the items in a little bit. There's just so much action happening across the map. It's hard to keep up with it this time.
I mean, there you go. Items.
Oh my goodness. Wait, having a look.
He has it.
Yeah, he has it. Second item already gone,
yeah.
but he had the corrosive side, which is actually really important here, because if he did not have that corrosive side, Skylar would have easily just walked away from the fight.
Man, that is such a clutch moment to have that too, and just the way that all played out. Again, Benny Cutie able to grab that early kill does set him up here, but Skylar still, right? He's managed to grab 2 himself, so those marksmen, those gold lanes are really going to pop off as we get into the further part of the mid to late game here.
Oh, I will say that Skylar has a bit of an advantage with the golden staff, but until we see the man, the myth, the legend, Benny QT get one for himself, that's when he's really going to show his stuff here. Oh,
Vin is just waiting to see if they can. Both real-world manipulations come down, but look at the damage from Sanji. Able to grab a kill, Lemon falls. Carl TZ on the backside, though, now on the hunt for Skylar. Pokes him a little bit, but not able to commit. The taunt's there. Vince could be in trouble here. JP... he's actually gonna survive, so doesn't have that follow-up they needed there.
No.
2 of the members from RRQ Hoshi, they weren't focused on that. They were trying to get objectives in the top and the mid lane, but now RRQ Albert, he could be in trouble as Echo once again getting another tower in that bottom side.
Again, the slow roll, this is what I was talking about. As soon as Echo was able to actually get that lead, they're going to slowly start bleeding RRQ out until they have no more resources left. And it's going to be highly dependent on Skylar to try and get to that game. But the later stages, yeah, look at this. R7, again, I'm not even worried. Look at the Classic just going at it. An absolute OG. Naturally, with his own mechanics, gets out of the situation. But yes, Echo is playing for late, and that's where we have to keep our eyes out for.
But even then, Sanji's already popping off with that damage. I mean, he doesn't even have any damage items per se, right? He has the frozen, the Ice Queen wand, and he also has the Enchanted Talisman, so more cooldown, more to utility. But even then, the damage is already felt, and even Lemon was taken out before that. So very well played by Echo in terms of that team fight, as now both teams are going to start centering and focusing on the next objective, and that is going to be the First Lord.
Well, I don't want to be that guy that said, you know, Lemon's taking all that damage and died, but that was kind of on him for the most part.
Well, I mean, Either way, both teams here in a good position for this first Lord. I think it's just going to be juggled around a little bit as both teams do the Lord dance, as we've seen many times before. But still, there's the golden staff pickup for Benny Cutie here. So if he can get in that range that he needs to be, this could be a very bad position for RRQ to fight in.
I agree. But on the flip side here, we can see R7 already clearing that top side, putting a little bit of pressure. As here, JP misses his ult.
JP's gonna miss that, but Albert poked a little bit here. Black Dragon form gonna come. Who does secure the Lord? It's gonna be Carl TZ with the Retribution. But on the backside they go. Electro final blow. It's R7 that falls. Benny Cutie though, and Sanji. 2 down for RRQ. Carl TZ still in the chase to push him out, and now the eyes are set on the tier 1.
It looks tough here. I mean, the fact is, Echo is playing as a 5-man unit. RRQ just one man, just a little bit late to the party, and even Skylar just struggling to find the opening to get into that middle, get into the middle of the fight. So they're just cutting their losses for now.
Oh my god, the pressure coming in from Echo. Now they're focusing on the mid side. They're trying to clear the waves as fast as they can because they have a Lord to cover here on the bottom side. Kyle TZ gonna take away that red buff as well. This is looking quite chaotic for RRQ.
Oh, Albert gonna get caught here in a bad position. He's gonna heavy spin, try to get out of there, pushing Carl TZ into the turret. Able to grab a kill himself. Albert with a pickup. They lose that turret though. Does Echo press the situation here? JP gonna jump in, finding Albert. Rear world manipulation gonna come down from Lemon, forcing Echo back a little bit here. Black Dragon form committed. It's Albert, one hit away as he goes down from Benny Cutie.
No
Lemon
way.
falls too. JP into the deep of the base, but R7 with a massive play. Electo final blow committed as 3 fall for Echo.
Oh my god. What was that sound, Gideon?
What a I mean, there's just so many moments.
Gideon sound.
It's still sorry. It's just the ad libs at this point. But like Benny QT, when you see somebody get to that level of attack speed, you don't get to see people survive it that often.
No.
I mean, just look at this. Albert, he dies. You're expecting that. Lemon dashes one time forward, takes 12 auto attacks and dies instantly.
And look at this, Vin also taking so much damage, but this is the masterpiece. R7 able to deal out so much damage there in the bot side, and even buy enough time for RRQ Hoshi to kind of recalibrate themselves into this next part. But we're going to take a little look into the items first.
Looking at R7 right now, he's currently 3 items. And I think he's building into a Malefic Roar for his 4th. Looking at Skylar, he's in a good position with 3 items in and of itself. But if we're looking at supports, that's the big difference here. Because with the supports, they're building as tanky as possible, but Immortality makes all the difference for a Kufra.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta say, the question about Kufra, you know, where does he fit so far? Because he's kind of, in a way, that hero has fallen off a little bit. But so far, JP's doing an amazing job at really finding the setups that he needs to, utilizing the Kufra here. Especially, I mean, with Sanji setting up those perfect real-world manipulations so far, Lemon's doing it too. But the thing is, I haven't seen Vin just yet exactly find the mark he does. He has the 7 assists. He's finding targets. But if he can cancel out Sanji, that's going to be a huge play for RRQ.
Oh, no. Okay, that's a good disengage. Nobody is going to, bite the bullet for now. And I think RRQ also understands, like, yeah, we're slightly behind, but it's not the end of the world. Sure, you want to have Lauren? Fine, we can defend against it. Their high ground should be enough for this.
Oh, they don't have the real one manipulation, but a flicker comes out. The blazing duet from Skylar, but Vin could be in a bad position. R7, though, keep an eye on him. Looking for an angle here. Electo final blow with the Petrify going to come out. He gets canceled a little bit here. Sanford still up. R7 gonna fall to Sanji, and he's still going as Lemon gonna be the next target. Able to survive, but they might chase him down. He's slowed with the flicker in from Sanji to clean up.
My god, 3-4-0 trade. Echo gets the Lord. This couldn't be a worst game for RRQ Hoshi at this point. You saw that R7 was trying to do his best. The way that he does it, right? That's so signature R7. Which, whatever hero he chooses, whether it be the Benedetta, the Cho, he tries to looking for that flank, but unfortunately the follow-up damage from the other members are not there. And here we go, the siege from Echo.
Gonna be a full force siege here from Echo here. One more turret to go up on the top side. They've got to handle this Lord. Echo setting their sights on the bottom side. Carl TZ already handling that wave. Can RRQ defend here and keep in this game? Echo now full force bottom side. Sanford comes in with the Black Dragon form. RRQ looking for any angle, but Echo calls the back signal.
Value. Just cash money all the way through. They've gotten a 7.7k lead for themselves. They don't need to go any further. No Lord empowered minions, no Lord in and no Lord as well. So they just back off. They don't need to do any more than this. They know that they're getting really close to the end game. Oh my god.
Well, they're going to focus on R7. I don't think he was expecting that death bush either.
Oh, that's so cheesy. It always works. It works every single time. Everybody forgets about the bottom and top brush, and this time R7 has to pay the price. Right now, when we're talking about this Kufra, there is, I mean, in previous metas, we have seen Kufra play into the Kaja because it doesn't allow Kaja to get away after the Divine Judgment.
Oh man, Echo looking to end the game here as both real-world motivations come down across from each other. Lemon and Sanji, still no commitment yet on that crystal from Echo.
Anybody else getting bombing run vibes just to be like, just to show dominance? It's like, yeah, I can mess with you too.
I can tap faster.
Man, 8,000 gold lead for Echo up until this point, and the damage dealt is mostly coming in from Sanji. So that's why I love the Give in this current meta. I love it because you don't have to build too much damage. You can build for utility. You can build something like the Brute Force Breastplate, but still have as much damage as all the other members.
Well, I mean, it depends on the person. I'm more of a Farsa kind of guy.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I like both, but you know, Gord number one. But going back to it, did you see the discrepancy on the damage dealt? Right, you typically when you see that Valentina picked up against a Eve, you kind of expect them to be in the same ballpark, but it was a huge difference, and that's just the fact that Lemon hasn't been able to get in range to even take that ultimate or use it the way he wants to.
And that is also a big part because of the fact that they have Sanford, right?
Yeah.
That was the problem. They picked up Sanford, so even if the Valentina wanted to take the real-world manipulation, it could be a little bit more difficult because of the damage input that he's taking from Sanford himself. And on that note as well, that's the thing about Lemon, dude. That's what caught me a little bit surprised because Lemon's great when he gets it. He's like a double-edged sword for RRQ. When he plays great, he plays great. But if not, look at his KDA.
Look.
0.55.
Everybody has their day, right? Knowing Lemon and seeing his career over many, many seasons and many, many M series. Oh god.
Oh man, R7 gonna just be deleted once again. Death Bush, but this time in the mid lane. Sanford forcing everybody back. The Black Dragon form, and just like that, Echo grabs himself another Lord.
Oh, that's so brutal. This Kufra is just getting so much more value than I was expecting. I feel like now is the time to respect the Kufra. Prior to this, they should have absolutely disrespected JP. Like, what was he really going to do? And the fact that they did have R7 on Benedetta, maybe they could have made some play towards the mid lane like Takashi did against the Valley. So that's what I'm hoping to see. But right now, Echo, they've got all the marbles in their court, and they're just going to slowly lob them down one by one until this crystal breaks.
Look at JP charging up once again. Not going to commit to that, though. Lord here in the middle lane of the base of RRQ. They're going to set it up. Lemon with the real-world manipulation. JP going to go in, finds a couple of targets, but has to get out of dodge as well. It's Albert taking the brunt of the damage. It's R7 that falls again, though. Echo still pressing the situation here, looking to end the game as Vin falls and they find another. Benny Cutie free firing in the backside, and now it's going to be the crystal worked on. Echo takes the game against RRQ.
Clean from Echo from the Philippines.